the SAMR model, redefinition is using technology to create new tasks previously thought inconceivable. This is my Course 5 final project on designing a K-12 scope and sequence for digital citizenship using common sense media. Hello, my name is Alicia Kennedy, and I teach elementary and secondary EAL at the International School of Ho Chi Minh City. My guiding questions for this project are, if students are using technology at home and at school, whose job is it then to teach students the importance of being a good digital citizen? What does digital citizenship include? How much and where should students be using technology? In early years, students focus on building connections with friends face-to-face and are introduced to technology. By the time students are in grades 1 and 2, students are starting to use technology to complete simple tasks, usually with adult supervision. But once students get into grades 3 to 5, students use technology more in one-to-one device programs and are expected to complete research independently. My first step was to pick up my magnifying glass and think like Sherlock Holmes, by examining my school's curriculum for clues. In elementary, there was only one grade level that taught a unit on digital tools and digital citizenship. I had to think fast. How was I going to take on this massive task? I wanted to be a game changer, not only for the students, but for the teachers and the school community as well. It was then that Robin Travid walked into my life and made the whole process a reality. She introduced teachers and parents to Common Sense Media, which is the go-to source for all things digital. My second step was to organize a special committee comprising of administration, teachers, and the school librarian to integrate digital citizenship into the curriculum. Together, we discussed the massive amount of research that was collected when Robin came to our school and how we were going to use this research to build a digital citizenship scope and sequence document. Different groups of teachers work together to look at ways we can authentically embed the curriculum into different year groups. We met back together as a committee once a month from January to April. The Common Sense media materials are excellent. They include lesson plans, teaching materials, information for parents at home, and lots of fun games and activities. The elementary school planned to implement the use of the digital passport starting in the next school year. The scope and sequence document we designed is divided into K-12, 3 to 5, 6 to 8, and 9 to 12 grade groups. In secondary, some grade levels will teach whole units while other grades will cherry-pick topics to teach. Here are some of the ways that digital citizenship has started to be embedded in the elementary curriculum. Here, students in kindergarten and grade 5 are communicating and collaborating. Elementary teachers maintain weekly blogs like this post here to promote and model digital citizenship and responsibility. Sometimes teachers even add videos to their blogs. Grade 1 and 2 students are working together to design and edit a promotional video for student-led conferences that took place at the end of April this year.
Would you like to come into school and learn with your child? Do you like to know how your child learns? Well, you can! Student-led conferences on Thursday, 23rd of April. Sign up today!
In grade 2, students are taught how to add comments to each other's blogs. This hamburger is a great model created by one of the grade 2 teachers. Starting from grade 2, students start to make choices in what gets added to their online portfolio. This empowers them and involves them in the learning process. Students start to learn what is a digital footprint. Here, teachers used a constructivist strategy called a marketplace to give students the responsibility for planning and developing their own learning. Students used both print and online media materials to gather their research, and then they had to report back to their group what they had learned. Students are never too young to learn new applications. Here, they learned about blend space using iPads. Students scanned their own QR codes, which took them to their own webpage of inquiry resources. What fun! In grades 3 to 5, students start to learn about how they interact with others online. Using the concentric circle model, students learn how to stay safe online and show respect to other users of the internet. Grade 3 are the only grade that inquire into digital tools that can be useful for organization and connecting to others. Here, students are learning about what it means to have a good digital footprint and what social media they should be using. Should a grade 3 student use Facebook? What is your opinion?
News. My name is Jen, and this is my hopes and dreams about the iPad. The iPad will change my learning. They will help our unit sometimes. They will help us with our spelling, because if you have wrong spellings, there will be a red line under it, and the computer still treats things, so you can search many information, and if you have something wrong or you want to search about, you can go on iPads and share it. And I will use the iPad for my learning. I will not use iPad for silly things. I will use iPads for asking questions and finding information and those things.
Grade 3 students use the design model to investigate, plan, create, and evaluate new digital tools for the future. Who knows, maybe one of these digital tools may become a reality. Digital technology has become such an entangled part of our lives. Even teachers and parents find it hard to sometimes remember what we did before mobile phones, Facebook, iPods, and anything else that runs digitally. The grade 3 teachers came up with a plan to starve themselves and their students of all digitech activities for an entire 24 hours. Here are some of the reflections students wrote before and after the DigiFam. In grades 4 and 5, students use their blogs on a daily basis to reflect and comment on each other's work, thoughts, ideas, and feelings. They also introduced infographics. Here is a great infographic used in a grade 4 classroom showing students what to look for in a learner-centered classroom. In grade 4, students are teaching teachers all about the world of Minecraft. Mr. Sam, our PYP coordinator, hosts the I Don't Know show, where he gets students to discuss things that matter to them. Let's have a listen as he discusses Minecraft with students and teachers in this after-school activity.
Why do you think it's important for teachers to learn about Minecraft?
Well, actually, you can learn a lot of things, such as more math, and I thought it'd be really a creative thing for teachers to know what students like to play.
Okay, why do you think that's a good idea? Why do you think teachers should know and understand what students like to play or like to do?
Maybe that could help the teachers for.
In grade 5, students have a one-to-one tablet program. Faith, one of the grade 5 students, states that they help the students work more effectively, and Riley states that there are several purposes for the importance of having laptops in grade 5. Students debate the usefulness of computer games on their daily blogs. As a result, students have become more aware of how they use their time and usually make wise choices, having become more mature in grade 5. Grade 5 used the Google platform extensively to connect and collaborate with each other. Here is an example of a Google Doc that was used to track where students had gone on holidays. The class blogs are also a great way to show parents the reading and critical skills that are being developed to assist students in their independent PYP exhibition unit. I feel like I met all of my goals, plus some, during this project. My initial goals were to build a digital citizenship K-12 curriculum, and that was accomplished. I was able to share, through the use of teacher blogs, the authentic links where digital citizenship is being implemented currently in my school. One thing that I could do differently is to reach out to the other schools to see if there are other teachers who have built a scope and sequence for digital citizenship using the Common Sense media materials that we could refer to. Even though I've built a wonderful personal learning network for myself, I could have used it more. Later in May, we will have a staff meeting where I will be able to share what we have done in creating the scope and sequence document. I will also share with the teachers how to access the lesson plans, teaching materials, and homeschool connection letters that are required for each set of lessons. My greatest learning lesson is the importance of teaching students, parents, and the school community about digital citizenship. I know I need to return to the responsible users agreement that I built earlier in the COETAIL journey to make sure it is ready to be used in the upcoming school year, along with the scope and sequence document. I feel that the implementation of this project does meet the definition of redefinition, as never was a digital citizenship scope and sequence document before I started speaking to my headmaster about the importance of having such a curriculum in place. This is a task that was not conceivable before and has made me question and seek answers about the importance of digital citizenship, not only for myself but for everyone involved.